Cardinal.
This is my like family's bridge painting company. Isn't that cool? These are cool hats. What's up, everybody? We are here with Caroline. Is Mani is the right way to pronounce it?
Mani.
Like Manny.
Say it wrong. Caroline Mani. Can you say it?
Carolyn Manny. This is a very European coded video, y'all. I've asked before anybody comments and says that this is a stupid video. I just want to let you know that I've been asked to make fashion content by multiple people now. It's okay that you might not like it, but I have confirmed that there is an audience for this kind of content. So,
well, I could be fashion, but also like, what should you wear in what weather, in what condition? You can look good and have the right clothes.
I go for just whatever looks the best. I don't know, like the whatever the consequence of that is okay with me as long as it looks cool for the photos. So Caroline, are you factory with PA or are you independent rep?
No, I'm sales manager. I'm factory.
Factory. So it's not even rep. So Caroline's the sales manager. That's a big title.
Deal.
Yeah.
Big title.
We sell a lot of Panama clothes. Like we actually do. It's been a really awesome for us. But one thing that is a little bit, I think, tricky with the PA stuff is that there's a lot of different functions and sometimes it's not the most clear what the differences between these clothes are. Would you say that's fair? I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. To understand like what piece is for who or for what, and I think we have a good representation here and we can talk about it.
I'm gonna give an opinion about the stuff. We're gonna go through each different line of PA. Solitude is no longer going to be a thing.
Yeah, that's been already cut for SS25. It was kind of a redundant product where Mechanism and Solitude were really like close to each other, too close, so we kind of eliminate the Solitude, so it's not part of the collection anymore.
So we're going down to effectively 4. There's Essential, Escapism, Mechanism, and Mechanism Pro.
Correct.
Okay, that's
Simplify.
Chill. Simplify. And I think all of these different like lines actually like are very, very, very different.
Correct.
I guess we should probably start with Essential because that's like the most casual one.
I like it to call a more all-day rider, like every day. It works really, really well on that side. It kind of has the spectrum of like riding your bike. Like whatever you do, it works.
I like wearing that whenever I'm not like gonna train hard. For me, it's more like I'm gonna go ride for fun. I am not in the most serious of mindset, you know?
So not race, like, it gets out of the racing category.
Yeah.
I don't think like most of us would use the Essential as the jersey you would want to race in. But at the same time, it's a good like everyday kind of jersey and whatever you do, you can wear it.
I also think that these are a little bit thicker.
So it definitely has, only like a little thicker on the side. The weight, I mean, I don't have exactly the weight, but definitely if it's a little cooler, like a full day where it's still really nice, that's a good, perfect jersey to have. You could do like base layer if it's a little cooler. And what's the most important about this one, in my opinion, if I wear a small in any other jersey and I want the same fit, I would wear extra small. But it technically has a little more forgiving. So meaning if you wear the same size all around, on this one, you would have a little more play on the side. Not like relaxed, because we don't have anything relaxed fit. But definitely, I like to say forgiving. The material, if you look at it, definitely has way more stretch than any of the other one. So a lot of people like that one because it fits really well on the skin and it has that forgiveness and it's more stretchy. So it has a really comfortable aspect, in my opinion.
This is one of my favorites, actually. I have 4 of these. I think the reason I have 4 of them is just because I like the different patterns. This is kind of a yearly thing where like there's always like a fun Essential pattern that comes out.
For sure. The Essential is if you want like the fun stuff, like every seasonal colors are usually really playful. This is like the AW, the autumn winter collection.
This just came out.
Yeah, it just came out couple weeks ago, so that's the winter collection. But like if you look at the seasonal for next year or even this year, it's really like flashy colors, playful. So I think a lot of people also enjoy that.
The kaleidoscope one I have, I really like. It's like I always think about it as like my gardening shirt.
Your gardening shirt?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it looks like a garden. Here, I'll get it.
A garden?
Yeah. So I really like this jersey, and like this is like, it just reminds me of like a little garden. I've never tried these bibs. You're gonna have to tell me about them. Are these thicker too?
I mean, let's say to me, they're one of the less compressive bibs because also has way more stretch.
Yeah.
So it's definitely really comfortable when you put it on. It's definitely not one of the bibs I wear the most, but it definitely has a good match and feel with that one because the material is going to be more stretchy and it kind of works with everything. But definitely something you probably would not wear racing because most of us, when you race, you kind of want to feel that compression on the legs, so everything is just not moving and really tight. All around kind of bibs, and they match usually pretty well with the Essential. But like we said, you can kind of mismatch. I like to play with all the pieces that we have and just kind of wear whatever I want.
Yeah.
And all the tone works really well together, so you can have a full wardrobe with not a ton of pieces and just have a new outfit because you mix match.
Are the chamois all the same across the line? Are these different?
It should be a different ones. If you look at mechanism right here.
It looks the same.
See, now we are. Well, now I feel bad. I should know the answer.
No, that's
Get it!
that
I mean,
looks the same to me.
the reality is all the company who make clothes, they supply the chamois from like
Somebody
Italian
else.
companies,
Yeah.
somebody else. You can find this chamois and somebody else bibs because that's a different supplier.
The thing about it though is that regardless of if they're different or if they're the same, I can vouch for the quality on all of them.
The chamois is one thing, but at the same time, depending of the structure of the bibs and how the bibs gonna play, this is where you feel the difference.
Yeah.
But like any of the bibs that we have, anyway, it's not like we have like a low entry or mid entry or we pretty much have only high level bibs. So it's more about the different fit and the structure of the bibs and not the chamois. It's always like all the collection are high end. We don't really have like an entry level bib. This is where the difference is when you look at different companies where you're like, hey, I have a bibs for that much money. The money and the difference comes also with the chamois structure and the quality of the chamois. But in our case, we all high end. So you should be comfortable. But it's more about preference anyway.
The best Essential thing I think is the jersey. I just think they're fun jerseys and they're chill. Like it's a very chill jersey. It's like on days where like I don't know what to wear, like that's usually what I grab. The only downside is I do not, and I don't think they're intended to be, it's not the most breathable jersey. Like,
yeah, it's definitely less breathable that the other jersey we'll talk to. It definitely has a thickness to it, so it helps you to keep your body a little warmer.
Yeah.
But if it gets really hot, it's maybe not the piece you want to
It's not the best super hot day jersey, unless you're only going to the coffee shop, which is fun. That's like that's like a really good coffee shop kind of.
Yeah, I think
jersey.
if you get to like 80s plus degrees, you may want to pick something a little more breathable.
Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit tricky to kind of talk about this escapism stuff. And I've always really liked this bib. It's super light material and it has one pocket. And I know that's kind of weird that it only has one pocket.
It's good for the right-handed.
It's really good if you're right-handed, which I'm right-handed. So I've always actually really
I'm
liked...
left-handed when it comes to grab stuff. So to me, the right pocket is almost like, oh crap, I have to
That would be so weird.
Now a lot of companies are doing wool jersey. It has its benefits, and it's a cool little. I mean, what do you like about it?
You can wear it in warm to cold.
The wool is supposed to like kind of regulate your temperature, the body temperature.
It
That's
works too.
The perk.
It actually works, and I've really enjoyed that. I have a long sleeve one, and I really like that jersey.
I think a lot of people think that the wool would only just be for like really cold weather, but it has that regulation aspect. But
whenever the new line comes out, we should just do another video like this, the new stuff, because I think that would be really cool too. That stuff is still super quality. Like if you wanted to buy these bibs, I have a lot of experience with them. Chase wears these too.
I wear them too.
All this stuff we're looking at, you can buy right now, but
it's a little less on the less compressive side of the bibs. So if you like a little more play on your bibs, like a little more comfort and not as compressive, it's definitely a good bib. And a pocket on the bibs never hurt anyway.
No, not at all.
Especially for that guy who do content all the time, he needs to have his phone accessible.
I'm definitely a pocket guy. This is total tangent. We emailed Rivian this morning. We're gonna try to get one of those Rivian e-mountain bike things that just came out. Like,
oh, I haven't seen it.
It looks like a appliance with like a Kashima fork on it, but I'm excited.
Appliance.
Yeah, it looks like an Apple product. Like it's like a square,
big, like futurist kind of thing.
The cool thing about it is it's not even a bike. It doesn't have a crank, so you
does not. Is it throttle?
Yeah. That's what
Then
an e-bike.
it's a motorcycle.
That's
at
what
that
an
point.
e-bike should be. I don't think e-bikes with pedals make any sense. I think every e-bike should just be a motorcycle.
Then just have a motorcycle.
That's what I mean. Like, why are we doing bikes? Like, what's the point?
It's kind of nice to go on a mountain bike ride and not suffer the entire ride.
But it's like you could just throttle.
How nice it is to not suffer and feel some speed. The speed is nice.
The mechanism stuff.
There you go.
And this is the best. I think this is kind of the signature piece of clothing that Pa makes, right? This is like
Yeah. This is our main, this is what kind of created in the main collection, the mechanism. So pretty much, we usually say like more racy oriented because I think the really avid rider, racer really enjoy that collection. And definitely this bibs to me is the most compressive of all the bibs that we have. So really stay in place, so nothing moves. I like that when I'm racing or even training to just have piece who's just close to the skin. I mean, it definitely does not have much stretch. If you look at it, the stretch is really kind of mellow compare most of the other material that we have. And then with the leg band, definitely not on the longer side. Like the industry went back and forth on, you know, some people like really long bibs. I wouldn't say any of our bibs are really long. We're more on
the shorter
kind of
side.
average side.
This is probably the thing I have the most time in because I wear it the most. And I think that this is, if I was going to recommend just something from the entire lineup, I think it would be this.
Yeah.
I think this bib is useful in every situation. I've raced it. I wear it on the trainer. I wear it casually. Actually, this kind of pairing is casual fit for me, is like this bib with like this essential top, and it goes together well.
This would have like white strap. The only thing, I think some of the bibs, they have like the black strap, like the essential.
Yeah.
So if you were doing a lighter color, you may see through.
I
That
hadn't
would be
considered
the
that.
only thing. But otherwise, the white strap, you can pretty much wear anything on top and be fine. I mean, you still will see the strap if it's a white jersey. It is what it is.
Also, this is kind of a weird one to place for me. So I wear these all the time. Like I have 2 of them.
What would be weird to place?
I don't get like super racy vibes from this. It's more of like a neutral jersey for me. It's more of a summer jersey. Would Pa consider this to be more of a racy?
I mean, technically it's more on the racing side. Like I think the fit is really aero. I mean, if you wear the right size, you have like no movement. It's just really snug, like really fitted on your skin. And the gripper,
It's the same as the shorts.
also like really kind of does not move. So nothing really moves in the mechanism. It's just like really fitted.
This is like
It's a lighter material than the essential for sure. So I think it works really well training, but also racing.
This is like perfect for like the fast drop ride.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like whenever I wear these is like for that, where I still want the zipper. Comparing this to the Pro, the Pro is so far into racing that it makes this feel casual.
More like all around. I see what you mean. But yes, it's definitely more on the rider who is really avid and kind of want to race. But you can have that piece train on and then jump on the race the same week. Like
this also works in the summer. Like this is completely good in the summer. So
really breathable for sure.
A lot more breathable.
The material is pretty light. And I mean, if we were like checking the weight of the jersey, it's a super lightweight jersey.
I guess should we shout out the TKO? This is the notorious like.
So do you know what TKO stands for?
No.
So this is the one of the owners. So Thomas calls Osgen.
Oh, it's like a name.
Yeah, it's a
person.
name. So he's really artisty. So he's the one who actually create all the fun stuff. He gets to play like twice a year. On Bo's collection. So yeah, it's Carl Osgen, and I hope you get to meet him one time. He's definitely on that side where he wants to play and do all the fun stuff. The TKO is a really limited collection, so not everybody get access to it, and that makes it a little special every single release that we have. Twice a year.
We always sell a ton of it whenever we get any of it in. This stuff always sells out really quick. But I like that TKO is like not necessarily married to one of the lines. It kind of like rotates through. There was Essential TKO not too long ago. You know what I mean?
We used to like change on the collection. I can't full guarantee, but I think they're oriented to the Mechanism collection.
That's what's going to happen.
To stick to the TKO, and the PA was the same thing where we like switched the collection.
Yeah.
But then the PA is definitely more on the inspired to the racing in the past racing, so we decided to put on the Mechanism Pro. So I think like we're aligning to that. The TKO is going to stay on the Mechanism, and the PA is going to be more aligned to the racing collection, the Mechanism Pro.
I like that everything's going to be
not saying
like,
it's not going to change, but I think for now this is what we are going for.
This is a really popular jersey.
Mechanism long sleeve
The
jersey.
Mechanism long sleeve. It
has definitely a little bit of a thermal aspect to it.
Yeah.
It's warm, like I like it. I think this piece, it's really soft. Like it really has a really soft touch to it. So it's really, really cozy. I kind of always said this one is really cozy. Really fitted, for sure. It's going to be really fitted to your body. I think this piece to me, like a morning like today, where it was what, in Fahrenheit, 50
whenever in the morning
degrees,
it would have been
right?
like that. Yeah.
It was a perfect piece to ride this morning. 50 degrees. I just put like a base layer sleeveless under it, and I had like a stowaway gilet on it, and it was perfect weather piece for that weather. And I think you can wear it all year long.
Yeah.
Because it works really well, and like you can go lower temperature, and everybody runs different. Like some people like to be cozy and have more layers, but at the end I think a lot of people think having more layer is the key to be warm, but it's more about having the right layers. Actually, you need less layer, but the right ones to be comfortable and also not sweating and having breathability.
I like this a lot because I can wear it with no layers underneath and be...
You like just skin?
Skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is also layering this with, like, I know this is pretty fitted, but sometimes this is just like a nice jacket. It's not really designed to be a jacket, but I've used it like that too.
Yeah. You could wear it pretty much all year long. I think it's a piece you can definitely have. If you have to like buy a piece, this one you're going to be using all year long.
The other thing too, I like having the two-tone on these. Like, it's always fun to see what the new ones are. Like, there's this is new. This is the camel one.
Yeah, this is the newer collection for this winter.
There's like a green and purple too that I think is cool. But yeah, this, I wear this a lot more than I expected to. I bought one and I was like torn on it, but no, I wear these all the time.
So it's kind of how it works. Like the seasonal color, technically, if it's made, in like example, we say, hey, we're going to put 2,000 pieces of those. If the 2,000 pieces are sold, we're not making it again. Yeah. So like if you don't jump on that color and it's sold out here, you may not find it somewhere else. So it's also like you have to get your hands on it before it's gone.
I think a lot of times people who buy PAW from us actually, like, because we do have some stuff that's like from last season still, and I think people are like, they look for it on the internet and then we just happen to have it and they'll order it. It's part of like the wider like clothing industry. Everybody's kind of gone to the drop like limited kind of thing. It's not like this isn't limited edition or anything.
How many pieces can you have in your closet?
Yeah, that's the thing. This is the thick boy.
This is what's coming soon with the weather. So this is the Mechanism long sleeve jersey, but thermal. So it's gonna have definitely like a little windproof and not waterproof, water resistance, but it's definitely like if we wear, hold on, I'm gonna do this. Whoa. Look at this.
Is that juice?
Wow! So this is the test you could do if you're never sure about your clothing to see if there's any water repellent aspect. Just pour water on it and you can tell that most of the water just repelled and got away. So definitely not waterproof, but it's gonna give you windproof. It's a good jacket. Like I went to Belgium, race cyclocross. It was 32 or less Fahrenheit degrees and base layer under in that jacket, and it's the piece. I don't think there's nothing else. You can pretty much go any weather with that.
I'm not a very cold person in the wintertime. I actually rarely use this, and the reason is because it was almost too hot for me.
Yeah, because you run. Yeah, definitely. It's on the hotter side. You're not gonna be cold with that. And then it definitely has less stretch because it has that thermal aspect and that windproof and water repellent aspect. I usually size up to have a little more space to be able to do. That. So that's the key for me, to size up so I'm feeling a little more space and a little more stretch to it, and I can wear a base layer.
Yeah, and I guess that's a good segue into this, because like realistically, like I think had I had this, I think I could have had a better time with this, because what I was actually doing was stuffing this under this. Yeah, definitely. And that's not really like.
Yeah, to me, this is like a perfect jacket. Like it's where you actually wear base layer on it.
Yeah.
Like this is where you have to like find the right layers, and I think it works really well.
It's a lot warmer than it looks, is what I would say.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It looks like a normal jersey, but it's definitely winter oriented.
This is one of the best sellers that we have. This is, what is this called? Is this just called the base weight? Hooded
Yeah, it's a base layer hooded. So pretty much like if you were putting on, I think you only see that much of your face. You can pretty much just have a full on. But it also works really well like you go skiing.
I've seen her just wear it.
Cold days, well, you can also wear it on cold days. Definitely has the wind resistant for your chest, so that's gonna keep even extra warm from the front. So definitely most of the time you keep the front and then a little lighter, not having the wind on the back, so that gives you a little more breathability.
Is this like the women's for the ponytail? Yeah, it's got the hood with and then the inside of this is like a little bit of a fleece.
So super cozy too, so really soft material on the skin. But yeah, it's a really good piece to have. Like I wear it if I'm going to hike on a really snowy day. It's kind of a crossover to any other discipline you're doing.
I feel like this would almost be good for the people who run too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's definitely on the shorter side as a base layer because you don't want to have too long, because if you have a base layer that's too long, then it just like wrap inside your bibs. So it's definitely on the shorter side in front, so it covers what needs to be covered.
All of the paw stuff is designed to be worn while you're cycling. I personally own 4 of these. There's a video on the channel where I was wearing this and my belly button was out of the kit because I was just on camera talking, and it became like this big deal in the comment section. Like it was crazy.
Here's where we have to educate people. It's like, think about it. You are gonna be on your bike. Hopefully you don't ride like this, because I would be concerned. So no matter what, if you're on your road bike, gravel bike, or mountain bike, you're gonna bend over. Look at this, like this is not fitted. I have layers like zippers coming out. So imagine if your jersey is longer, you bent over, then you're gonna have all those extra zippers. So it's supposed to be designed to fit really well and have everything close to your skin when you're in a position. When you are gonna win bike races, then you're gonna like cheers with your friends. Yes, you're probably gonna see your belly button. We also did the newer collection on Mechanism. We went a little higher to also help on that, so people will feel a little more comfortable. So the newer bibs are all a little higher, so that should solve that problem.
People won't be able to make fun of me on the internet anymore.
But if you're really tall, definitely you have to compromise. But
look at the difference between the back and the front of this. Like that's just the way it's designed, y'all.
But it's fitted.
It's very fitted.
To look good and be performing good on bikes.
This is not a base layer. This is the summer base layer material though.
Definitely, it looks like a base layer because it has that you can see through pretty much. So yes, you do have to wear sunscreen if you wear that one. That's the way to go, but it's definitely, that piece is like, I love it. I raced in it. I raced mountain bike this summer in it. It's just really breathable. Still has the pocket. If you're like in a really hot desert weather or humid weather, it's a nice piece to have in my opinion.
So we didn't even introduce it. This is, we're in the Mechanism, because it's kind of close to the base layer. I was like segmenting there. This is the Mechanism Pro zipperless jersey. And this is one of my favorite things that y'all make. It is, I think, the best piece of mountain biking equipment that PA has on offer right now. The zipperless trend is a whole nother video that I'm making, but this specifically is the most breathable jersey that I've ever had. And the other thing too that I really like about it is that it's so form-fitting that whenever you're going through like brush and stuff, it's not like it doesn't catch it.
If you wear it properly, it's a second skin. I can't not wear a jersey, but I have to. I don't want to wear one, but I'm gonna wear one. This is the piece. It is super breathable and still really fitted for, I like to race in it.
I've done this too in the winter. If it's not so cold that I need this, I've used this jersey as a base layer. Yeah. That's another key fun thing about this. It has 3 pockets still that are usable. And yeah, this is one of my favorite PA things. With Mechanism Pro, was going for like world tour racing with this stuff, right?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of talk about. I think any industry in the cycling industry, their goal at some point is eventually to get to world tour. Now we have the PASS racing team who's been killing. They definitely race on that collection. I believe that jersey is like 60 plus gram. You can do the conversion. Somebody will do the conversion. Yeah. But it's insane. If you were rolling this thing, it's pretty incredible. This is, and then there's a tag in it, but this is the jersey. It's like, I think it's 64 grams, so it's just like paper thin. It's definitely gonna be on the second skin type of jersey. Trey raced in that one last week, right?
I raced in it a lot too. I was a collegiate swimmer, and whenever you go and do like the big swim meets at the end of the year, you wear these like tech compression swimsuits that are really expensive. They're like $500 for one of these things. It's the closest thing to that I've experienced in the cycling world. There's nothing casual about it. The funniest thing about this conversation is that this pass collection is really popular. I think it's popular because it looks really cool in photos. The 2 times I wear this stuff is if I'm gonna go take photos of something and I want to look cool in the photos.
It's all about looking cool.
You know, seriously. But like the other time is it's like if I'm actually like doing like I've raced in it. It's really, really good in races. Like it's aero. It feels.
I mean, it's laser cut. There's no like stitches on the arms, so it's
so
definitely
good.
gonna like be on your skin. The material is really comfortable, but it's also really, really fitted.
I love that it doesn't have any stickies.
It's gonna be a really tight fit, and it's supposed to be. The purpose of that is being super aero.
I will say though, I mean, this is kind of the tightest piece of cycling clothing I've ever worn. And if that's not you,
you have to be okay with it. You have to commit.
Yeah, you have to be completely committed to that style of clothing. It's also a high performance piece of clothing. I would not call this the most durable piece of clothing out there either.
I mean, like everything, if you look at any sport, any discipline, like anything high performance is not, like we're not looking for durability.
Not
looking
at
for
all.
high performance piece of equipment. Definitely going to be a little more fragile. Anything that you do, like whatever discipline you do, if you buy something really performance oriented, it's a little more fragile for sure.
Yeah.
The thing is, most of the time people, like it's more about educating people how you're supposed to wear it. This piece is supposed to be second skin. Like if you don't want to wear a second skin, I'd say then go for another piece. Go for Essential, who's going to be more, you know, have that stretch and a little more comfort in some ways, because it's not going to be as aero. So it's not good when you're like, hey, I like this piece, but I'm going to buy 2 sizes too big because I want to wear it. You have to wear it the way it's supposed to be.
I don't recommend doing that at all. Yeah, it
well,
wouldn't fit.
I know I've seen people doing
have?
like in any sort of clothing where they're like, hey, I'm going to size up. You have to wear the way it's supposed to. And so the bibs, the matching bibs, it's pretty similar on the material, so super light. So it's definitely not going to have as much compression as the Mechanism bibs that we talked about earlier. Jesse's favorite bibs.
Yeah.
So I like to do a mix. Like I like to wear that one with the Pro because I think that kind of works really well. That's more my favorite. I like to feel like I'm in there and nothing moves and it's really compressed. But also like it's a super light piece. So if you want something a little more breathable in a hot day, that works really well too.
I have like a full black one, and I was wearing that all summer, and I never felt like it was too hot or anything. I've been really curious to talk to you about this specific jersey, the Mechanism Pro long sleeve. It's not as form-fitting as this. Why is this different than this in terms of the way it fits? And what was the design brief with this one? And just so we're on the same page, I think this is my favorite jersey that you guys make. It's a very interesting piece.
Yes, I agree. The sleeves are definitely not like, it's not like you can't be like, hey, this is the long sleeve. This is not the long sleeve version of this.
It's not the same, yeah.
It's definitely more of a, I like to wear this when it's a little chilly. Like I don't like arm warmer. I'm not an arm warmer person. So this is my, this is more of my option. So, because at the same time, it's still so light, but it has a long sleeve. So in a cool day with just a base layer, to me is perfect. But yes, it's not as fitted. I made sometimes size down if I wanted a little more fitted, but it's definitely not a second skin of that one. This is more of an extra piece in a colder situation and not necessarily like a replica of that one in a long sleeve.
So was the thought process to wear this over this? Is that?
That's more of my thought, like the behind process of production and the team behind. I would have to confirm. I think like there is a place also these days where, you know, I think at that point, people who would like a long sleeve like this, maybe just do a skin suit.
A skin suit, yeah.
I feel like this is more the alternative of that.
This is actually probably the most forgiving fit item.
It's pretty stretchy.
That's probably part of the reason why I think it's so interesting that it's part of Mech Pro, because it's actually a lot more versatile than, I guess, is there a Mechanism long sleeve jersey?
That would be that one.
That's the, but see that, so
yes. This is the middle, like, this is definitely on the like a little more thermal. It's going to be a little thicker, but if like a day, for example, to me, like a 60-degree day where I'm at borderline, to me a 60-degree day is I will transfer to that probably. 60 plus where I'm not like yet ready for the short sleeve, I'll do a base layer in this.
So
Well, have it in my pocket because you can actually,
Like, fold
honestly,
this-
you know the problem is when you put things in pockets and you sweat and they get wet. I like to do Ziploc.
Okay.
I just Ziploc to
You
like,
Ziploc
so
out in your
actually you can roll this pretty easily to have it in your pocket if you want an extra layer. I mean, I live in Colorado. You never know in the mountains.
It gets colder the
you
higher
go a little
you go.
higher and
Yeah.
it can get cold. Or you start the ride and you need to drop that. That's a piece
What I'm
that you
gonna-
can do. Or you could do the stowaway.
The stowaway is really good for my bikepacking trip. Combo these two
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a little extra layer on the,
Yeah.
especially you going through the night.
through the night. So if I'm gonna start with just this on as my one layer, and then because it's gonna be like probably a high of 60.
Yeah. So like yeah.
And that's
in
where
that
like
60.
this is actually too hot for me to wear. I could wear short sleeves, but the majority of the ride is going to be below 60. So like this will be good between. I would say I'll be good in this between 60 to like 45. 45 would be a little cold, but like I said, I'd run a little hot. But then once it transitions below 45, I can put this under it, and I think that's
And
going
then
to be.
add it.
This is probably my favorite jersey you guys make. And I know it's kind of funny. It's like I don't see a lot of people with these, but these are.
I think you have to try it. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't have for a while because it was not in my size when I started to work for
Oh,
Fly.
okay.
And actually, when I got my hand on it, I wear it quite often.
It's-
because I like the.
Chase also wears hers all the time.
And I'm
too.
not an arm warmer because I hate like the rolling parts and then feeling like the mismatch of like materials. So I think also a lot of people now, they are more considerate about sun. All the sun sleeve discussion that people have. I think this is also a piece where you can wear it in a pretty decent temperature and not be like overheating.
I would 100% agree with you. I highly recommend that Mechanism Pro long sleeve. Definitely my favorite pod jersey out of all of them I've tried.
Last piece. The stowaway is pretty much, to me, I call it the burrito because it's like, it's definitely the jacket you want to take with you in the morning or like know that you're going to take it off. Like I
Yeah.
rode this morning, it was chilly, I put it on and then when I was ready, I just like ready to put it in my pocket. So it's a win. It has a windproof aspect. It's pretty light. Definitely not has water repellent. So it's technically the classic windproof. So you have stowaway jacket, either vest or jacket. I think that's a good piece to have in your closet because if you start on a chilly ride, it's good to have. But you like the jacket?
I
Apparently.
like the jacket. Like I just used it at the Pisco 11 race 2 weeks ago, and it was very cold in the morning. A lot of these races are starting like in the dark. Like they
Yeah.
line you up, and then it's like, what do you do? But then you're gonna race at 70 degrees. Like it's just that you need something to get through the morning, really.
Yeah, you need something to be able to take off who's not going to take too much space on you.
Yeah, because you don't even like that race I did. It's like I took it off within 5 minutes of starting to ride. I had it. You know, if I didn't have it, I wouldn't have been able to it would have been freezing cold. If you're like trying to get some kits, I think there's like pieces that come from every line that I would want in my personal closet. Hopefully this was helpful to kind of decipher a little bit about what they all mean or are for. Like Essential is not as racy. I think a little bit more fun and casual. Even though
On the
Yeah,
design or
and-
on the cut, I think on
Yeah.
both sides, it's definitely a little more on the fun side.
I'm really excited for the future of the off-road stuff because it sounds like that's going to be really exciting.
The Escapism I'm excited to.
The Mechanism, I think, is the OG. I think this is kind of the Panama thing.
And you have the running colors, black, navy.
Yeah.
There's a fun white that gets like sold out pretty quickly, but also like seasonal colors. You can really play. You can have your classic black bibs, but then you can just go as crazy as you want with different colors.
That's my vote for if you can have one thing, that would be what I would grab. The pro stuff is a serious business, I would say.
If you want to look as good as this guy,
You know what's funny? This pattern is our #1 selling thing.
it worked really well this year.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
like
people
really
enjoyed
popular.
it.
We have a little bit of it left if you're looking for this. But this, I swear to you, and I do the same thing, so I'm not judging, but I think people just wanted to look cool in photos and they really liked this pattern.
It's performance
Yeah.
and you look good, so you're just winning at the end.
Thank you, Caroline, for coming. And
Of course.
if you
Thanks
have
for
any,
having me.
I'm sure that we're gonna get made fun of in the comments on this one, but
That's fine.
It's fine.
You can take it.
We can.
Not even afraid. At least your belly button is not showing.
Now you guys understand why, though. But like, if you like this thing, let me know. We can make more videos like this. Like with the new line, I think that'd be really cool. Like,
Yeah.
you should go through that. So we'll see y'all in the next one.
See you guys.